What's up everybody, welcome back to another episode of Taste of Outdoors. Today we are back in Houston, Chinatown, and it is all about noodles. So my first stop is going to be Mencho, which is a Japanese ramen originated in Tokyo, and they have multiple branches in the United States. I think one of the other ones is in Seattle, but the Houston branch recently opened up and they are recommended on the Michelin guide. This is one of the top ramen spots in Houston, Texas, so if you guys are ever in Houston, make sure you stop here. But let's go try it out. It is about 100 degrees outside and I'm sweating buckets, but we are at Mencho. So this is a Michelin-Recommended ramen house that opened up recently in Houston, Texas, in Chinatown district. I've been here once before. I liked it so much that I'm back for a review. They always have a line outside for at least 40-45 minutes. But if you come on a weekend or peak hours, this line extends to about 2.5 hours. The last time we were here, we waited for about hour 45 minutes to try this Michelin-Recommended ramen. And I'm telling you, it is worth it. When you wait in the line, they come out, they take your name down and they give you a menu so that you can decide beforehand. They've got tons of different side dishes. The last time I tried the A5 Wagyu bowl, which was heavenly, but today I want to try something different. I'm going to get the 4 kind of chashu plate, but without the smoked pork chashu. Their signature dishes are their ramens here. The last time I had the garlic knockout, which was amazing. It was super creamy, it was rich, it was flavorful, but today I'm going to try the ramen that is only available on the Houston location, which is the Wagyu Texas Barbecue Tantan Man. It is made up of Wagyu soup. It's got tons of different vegetables, different types of mushrooms, Sichuan pepper, chili oil, cauliflower, but this ramen looks absolutely spectacular. Definitely going to try that out. They also have some sushi, nigiri, temaki rolls, extra toppings, but I'm going to stick to that Wagyu bowl. All right, let's go in. Four kinds of chashu. Try the first one. So for the first dish, we've got the chashu plate, which has Wagyu chashu, chicken chashu, and duck chashu. The chef put the duck chashu in a heart shape for us. That is very sweet. You can see the marbling in this A5 Wagyu. Man, this is gonna melt as soon as I put it on my tongue. I've got the duck chashu. You can see the layer of fat on top of it. Man, this looks so good. This is good. And I've got 4 pieces of chicken chashu. The chicken chashu is cooked on a lower temperature. I've never had a chicken chashu before. This is my first time. Let's try it. Very nice. The citrus definitely elevates the dish. I can't really tell the difference between a lower temperature cooked chicken or a regular chicken. It is delicious though. It's tender and it's juicy. So I think the juiciness comes from cooking it on a lower temperature maybe. This is good. So my ramen is here, the Wagyu Texas Barbecue Tantan Man. It's got these microgreens, different types of mushroom. The soup is a Wagyu beef soup. There's going to be a lot of depth of flavor in this. You can see some red onions, Wagyu chashu. There's a big piece of Wagyu chashu in it. Oh man, I can't get enough of the Wagyu. I see some bok choy. It also has some Sichuan peppercorns in it. I love my Sichuan chili, man. Ramen noodles. Oh, these look so good, man. Look at the way the soup clings onto that noodle, man. Absolutely delicious. You can see the shiitake mushrooms. First things first, we're gonna taste the soup. So this is a Wagyu bone broth soup. It looks super creamy and rich, my God. This is good. This soup is really good. It is like 100 degrees outside, but a good bowl of ramen is always welcome. I see bits and pieces of some almonds in here. I did not expect almonds to be in a ramen bowl. I've never had that before, but you can see how creamy the soup is. This is super rich and flavorful. Time to taste the noodles. I've got some noodles with some bok choy in it. Let's give it a try. Man, I love the way these noodles hold on to that soup. Incredible. Soup is very creamy and rich, but the richness is not overpowering. You can still taste all the different elements of the dish. Look at the shiitake mushrooms. The shiitake mushrooms give it that nice texture difference. It's like a little bit chewy and crunchy. Love that. Now it is time to taste the king of all beef, which is the A5 Wagyu beef. Bro, I'm barely chewing this meat. By just pushing the tongue on the roof of my mouth, this meat just dissolved. This bowl is not to be messed with. This is heavy. It is huge. It's got a lot of substance to it. It also has some cauliflower in it. I think the cauliflowers are probably preserved. Let's taste it. Cauliflowers are nice and crunchy. I like them. See the bok choy. I am in love with the soup. It is so rich, so creamy. It's got a little kick to it, but not as much. I was expecting a lot more kick from the Sichuan chili. Maybe next time I can request to add more Sichuan chilies in this. But the noodles with the soup and that Wagyu, this is a match made in heaven. I was here a couple months ago. I had the other ramen and I loved it so much that I'm back here and I wanted to do a review on Mensho because this is by far the best ramen that I've had in Houston. I'm not sure, I'm not a Wagyu connoisseur, but I don't know if all Wagyus are different, but this Wagyu is top notch. If you guys want to try a Wagyu ramen, make sure you stop at Mensho in Chinatown, Houston. My wife got a vegan yuzu shio ramen. It's got shiitake mushroom, it's got a huge slice of tomato, the same type of wriggly noodles. It looks like there's a lot more oil than the other ramen that I have. Let's eat this. Let's taste the broth. It's different. A little bit spicier and a lot lighter than the Texas ramen. It is not as rich or as creamy as the Texas Wagyu barbecue ramen. If I had to choose between these two ramens, I'm definitely going for my Texas Wagyu ramen, man. That is top notch. I've never had almonds in my ramen before. That is a genius touch. The crunchy texture makes a lot of difference. And they do not skimp on the meat here. I've got like 4 slices of A5 Wagyu chashu in my ramen. It is not cheap by any means, but I think it's worth the price if you want to try an A5 Wagyu ramen bowl. This is outrageous. I love this ramen bowl so much. This is a very heavy ramen bowl. One bowl will definitely fill you up. All right, I'm gonna do something crazy, but probably not as crazy. I'm gonna take this chicken chashu and add it in my beef Wagyu ramen bowl and taste it. Look at it. The chicken being a little lean and not as fatty as the A5 Wagyu, it actually cuts through the richness and balances out really well. I maybe would add a dash of vinegar in here if I had some. It is as good as without the vinegar, man. You can also definitely taste that smokiness in the meat and in the soup. Alright, so we are here at the next spot, which is Sandong Noodle and Dumplings. They specialize in all sorts of noodles and dumpling dishes. The last time I was here was probably a year ago, and I had their beef dumplings in a bowl of sour soup. It was winter, and that hit the spot. I'm back here in 100-degree weather to try the dumpling soup. Let's go. They have a lot of preserved vegetables. I see some edamame, some cabbage. I think these are bamboo shoots. They've got all these frozen preserved vegetables. Okay, like I said, they have a lot of very interesting dishes. They've got the classic roast beef noodles. They've got the simple soup, pork rib, chicken, steak noodles. The best thing about Chinese restaurants or any Asian restaurant is they have pictures usually that go with the name of their food. So that helps a lot for people who can't really read Chinese or don't know what this dish is about. Out of all these dishes, my absolute favorite one is this number 17, which is dumplings with beef soup. I thought the dumplings were beef, but they're actually chicken. The soup is beef, but the dumplings you can choose. You can have pork, you can have vegetable, you can have chicken. So I chose the chicken one. So this is the picture of the dish that I ordered. And so let's compare the actual dish to this picture over here when it comes. And as all good traditional Chinese restaurants do, they have some soy sauce, some sesame oil, my favorite chili oil, and they don't usually have black pepper. They have white pepper to go with their soup. In Texas, it doesn't matter if it's winter or summer or fall. Soup season is throughout the year, all year round. Okay, so my dish is here. This looks absolutely spectacular. Let me show you. You can see it is full of soup. We've got the chicken dumplings in it. We've got the preserved vegetables. I think these are cabbage, a lot of bok choys, and chili. But you can see how light the soup is. This is more like a broth and not like creamy, rich ramen soup. Look at the size of these dumplings. They are huge. This thing will warm you up and fill you up at the same time. This is a huge bowl of beef noodle soup. As always, I'm going to try the soup first. Oh, this is good. It is extremely beefy. At the same time, it is very light, salty, and sour. I think the sourness is coming from the preserved vegetables that they put in here. I love the soup. If you tend to like a lot more sour soups or sour dishes, this soup noodle dish should definitely be on your list to try it out. I know this dumpling is going to be scorching hot inside, so I have to be very careful. Oh, very hot. But you can see this dumpling is absolutely loaded with chicken inside it. And I'm sure a lot of the soup has penetrated the skin, cooling inside. You can see the filling is made up of chicken and sour cabbage in here. This is a really good dumpling. But the way I can make this better is by adding chili oil to my dumplings. I like my dishes aggressively flavored. I always appreciate some chili or some spice in my dishes. A little bit. And give it a try and hope I don't burn my mouth. Follow it with some soup to wash it down. You can see all these preserved vegetables, pickled cabbage, pickled onions, some scallions in here. So all of that adds a lot of sour flavor to this dish. This bowl is made of wonders. So good, so beefy, incredibly soothing bowl of dumpling soup, for sure. I like how all these dumplings are consistently shaped, and you can tell that they are handmade dumplings. These are not machine-made dumplings. You can tell by the creases on the dumpling and the texture of the wrapper. If you've had enough dumplings in your life, you will be able to tell the difference like I have. Man, I really love some nice sour soups, but this soup hits the spot with that sourness. It is absolutely perfect. With this bok choy and that spring onion, it gives a nice crunch to the dish. Let's try to add some white pepper and see how it tastes different. Think that's plenty? Mix it. It makes it a little bit more spicier, but that's it. I thought it would tone down the sourness, but no, it makes it a little bit more spicier, which I really like, so no complaints there. That white pepper on the dumplings, that's a pro move right there. By the order of the missus, got the dalgona cream donut. I don't know if it's missus or misuse, but it's good. I've been told I only get one bite, so I'm gonna make it count. This is super light. It's filled with cream and nuts and dusted with some powdered sugar on the top. So I'm gonna take a nice big bite so that it make it count. Oh. This is good, man. All right, those were two great bowls of food, and I am stuffed to the brim. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger from the movie Junior. If you know, you know. But as always, thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Chinatown's food tour today. If you guys have any recommendations for me to try in Houston's Chinatown or anywhere in Houston, let me know and I'll go there and check it out. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.